You press jump and the game reacts a beat late. For 18 to 25-year-olds, that's what a first failure does to your brain. It adds input lag to your motivation. You hit harder, but everything fires a second too slow. See, after your first big failure, basically you rewrite to-dos, you reopen apps, you scroll to numb. All of this happens to you, and not just to you, all of the 18 to 25-year-olds going through their first big failure, right? You're not broken and you're not lazy. It's just that your system's in defense, right? So basically, after your first big failure, you're not broken at all. Neither are you lazy. It's just that your system's in defense mode. See, quiet the threat and your planning brain boots instantly. It's as simple as that. So once you quiet the threat, right, all of that planning brain, it just boots back instantly, right? And how do you do that? Now that's the question. How do you do that? That is only possible when you take the right action in the right direction, right? When you take the right action in the right direction, that is when you start seeing results and clarity. When you can see the way ahead, when you know the actions you have to take, everything comes back online, right? And after your first big failure, I know how you feel right now. You know, when you go through your first big failure, especially when you're between the ages of 18 to 25-year-olds, your brain is very sensitive right now, because this is the age when your brain is going through a lot of changes. So at this age, when you're between the ages of 18 to 25-year-olds and you go through your first big failure, it just takes you in a place of isolation. It isolates you in a way that it's very painful. It's like someone stabs you in your chest and it feels that heavy, right? I can understand that because I have been through that same pain as well. When you work hard for every single day behind that one dream that you love a lot, and that also for 7 to 8 years straight, and you don't get success at all, you know how that feels. That feels bad. And that's what happened to me. I worked hard for 7 to 8 years straight in my sporting career, but I didn't get any success at all. And I was the hardest working person in the room. Yet I didn't get any success at all. And so my first big failure made me exactly feel like how you guys are feeling right now after your first big failure. I was doing the same thing. It's like I was rewriting to-dos. I was reopening apps. I was scrolling to numb the pain, basically. And it's just I wasn't able to see the clarity ahead, right? But then I came across rapid neuroscience brain resets and it changed my life. You know, it helped me stop overthinking my first big failure. It helped me rebuild instant motivation. It basically helped me rebuild unstoppable motivation, right? And it helped me take bold action toward my next goal. And so I decided it was basically time for me to share it with my friends who are going through their first big failure as well. And I shared it with them and it changed their life as well. And that's why I decided now it's time for me to put all of the rapid neuroscience resets combined in a single course and shared with all of the 18 to 25-year-olds going through their first big failure. And that's why I made the Phoenix Reset, the 24-hour Rise course, which is specially built for 18 to 25-year-olds, that guarantees that in just 24 hours, you'll stop overthinking your first big failure, rebuild unstoppable motivation, and take bold action toward your next goal, all using neuroscience-backed methods. So the course link is in my description. Flip your brain back to peak drive in just 24 hours. So right now, I will give you one neuroscience tip that I want you to do right after this video. So also, you can go and check out my previous videos as well. I've given a lot of tips in that. So every single video, I give one tip, one neuroscience tip that you can do right after the video ends. Right? So like I said before, action is the key to success. So you have to make sure that you do the action. And so right now, I will give you one neuroscience tip that I want you to make sure that you do right after this video. Make sure you do it right after this video because only then will you see results. Right? You don't want to stay stuck in that first failure or in that loop, replaying that first failure again and again and just thinking every single day, why is it only happening to me? Why am I not able to move forward? You will be only able to move forward when you take action. So the neuroscience tip that I want you to do right after this video ends is called the horizontal eye sweep reset, right? And I want you to do this neuroscience tip for 40 seconds. That's it, only 40 seconds, and it won't take much of your time at all. So now what I want you to do is I want you to take your arm out, right? Thumb at eye level, right? And keep your head still. Keep your head still and move your thumb side to side while your eyes track it, right? And do this for 40 seconds. It's very simple, right? Take your arm out, right? Thumb at eye level, right? Keep your head still and move your thumb side to side while your eyes track it, and do it for 40 seconds, right? Then point at the next task and go for 60 seconds, right? It's very simple. And for your convenience, I will repeat the neuroscience tip so that you can understand more easily, right? So I want you to do the horizontal eye sweep reset for 40 seconds, right? Okay, now take your arm out, thumb at eye level, and keep your head still and move your thumb side to side while your eyes track it, right? Do it for 40 seconds and then point to the next task, right? Point at the next task and go for 60 seconds. That's it. It won't take much of your time at all. A maximum to maximum, basically 2 minutes. That's it. It won't take much of your time at all. Just 2 minutes out of your 24 hours is going to make you feel really good. So make sure you do this right after this video ends, because only then will you see results fast. The key to success is taking actions fast and moving fast in life, right? So make sure you do this action right after this video ends. So what does science say about the neuroscience tip that I just gave you? What does it say scientifically about the horizontal eye sweep reset that I just gave you? So let me tell you that. So rapid left-right saccades help downshift fear circuits and give your prefrontal cortex the wheel, so execution feels snappy again. Right, so let me explain what is prefrontal cortex. So prefrontal cortex is basically an important part of your brain that is primarily responsible for the focus and your decision making. So that is the part that controls the focus and the decision making. This is just one fast reset. And so like I said before, just some minutes back, that the step-by-step explained rapid neuroscience brain resets is in the Phoenix Reset, the 24-hour ICE course, which is specially built for 18 to 25-year-olds that guarantees that in just 24 hours, you'll stop overthinking your first big failure, rebuild unstoppable motivation, and take bold action toward your next goal, all using neuroscience-backed methods. So the course link is in my description. Flip your brain back to peak drive in just 24 hours. The more you wait, the input lag steals weeks from you. And we don't want that to happen. We don't want the input lag to steal weeks from you. I've been there. I have been in the exact phase that you are in right now. But I found the exit. I know the exit. So can you. So can you find the exit only if you take action. Only if you take the right action, you will find the exit too. Don't let your first big failure define you. Use your first failure as the fuel to your next big success. This is not motivation. This is the truth. And I am no overhyped guru. I am just your brother who has been through the exact same pain and can relate to you. And I always say this, that relatability is where trust is built. So relatability is where trust is built. And I can relate to you because I have been through that exact same pain that you are going through right now. The pain of going through your first big failure. Right? I have been through that. So hit the course link in my description and grab the Phoenix Reset, the 24-hour ICE course today. And see, make sure you do the action right after the video ends. If you want to reach in that 1%, you got to move fast. You have to take action fast. You have to make sure that you take the right direction and keep moving fast, keep doing the actions again and again. I put a lot of emphasis on taking actions fast because you have heard from, you've heard this from all of the successful people out there saying that life is simple. You got to move fast and you'll keep figuring things out on the way. So like I said, your first failure is in the end. Your first failure doesn't define you. Your first failure is the fuel to your next big success, your next big start. Right? Make sure you take the action, and I love you all. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.